We're digging into a huge shift, a fundamental change that AI is driving. And in this new world, it really all boils down to one simple question. Are you a tool or are you an owner?
And look, this isn't some nerdy technical question. This is probably the most important strategic question you can ask yourself right now. Seriously, how you answer this is going to decide whether AI makes your career obsolete or if you use it to build some serious lasting wealth. So what's happening? Well, the ground is basically shifting under our feet. All those skills that used to be super valuable, they're being automated away at a speed that's just incredible. It's forcing all of us to rethink what our value even is. For decades, the path to success was pretty clear, right? You became what we'll call a tool person. You were the expert executor, the amazing coder, the go-to person who just got things done. Your entire value was tied to how well and how fast you could do a task someone else gave you. But, and this is the big but, here's the problem. AI is an absolute beast at execution. It can write code, it can draft reports, it can analyze data in the blink of an eye, way faster than any human ever could. So if your value is all about doing the task, you're now in direct competition with a machine. And that's a race you're probably not going to win. The real value, the new value, is in the thinking part, deciding what to do in the first place and why.
Okay, so if the old model is crumbling, what's taking its place? It's all about this massive shift in your mindset. You've got to stop being a tool and start becoming an owner.
Let's break this down. The tool person is obsessed with execution. They're always asking, okay, how do I do this? But the resource owner, they're focused on defining the problem. They ask, what's the valuable problem we should even be trying to solve here? See the difference? It's a total shift from the how to the what, and, most importantly, the why.
A resource owner isn't just using tools. Nope. They are the conductor of an orchestra. Their value isn't in playing the violin themselves. It's in their judgment, their ability to bring all the pieces together, including AI, to solve a really big, important problem.
All right, I know this might sound a little, abstract. So let's bring it down to earth. What does this actually look like in your day-to-day career?
Let's take software engineering, for example. The job isn't just about writing code anymore. It's shifting to what some people are calling vibe coding. What does that mean? It means you're not sitting there typing out every single line of code yourself. Instead, your job is to define the goal, the feel, the vibe of what you're trying to build. And then you guide the AI to actually build it. You basically become the architect, not the person laying the bricks.
Now, this doesn't mean you should just throw away all your hard-earned skills. Not at all. It's about leveling them up. It means you got to develop what's called metacognition. That's the ability to step back, look at your own thinking process, and ask those crucial why questions. You're the director, and AI, it's your super powerful, tireless assistant.
Okay, so this whole mindset shift from doer to owner, it doesn't just stop with your career. It completely changes the game when we think about building wealth. It's not just about the money you earn anymore, it's about the assets you own. And there's this really powerful force at play here. You might have heard of it. It's called the Matthew effect. Basically, the rich get richer. In the world of AI, the companies that have the most data and the most resources, they build the best AI models. That attracts more users, which gives them even more data, and you see where this is going. It's a feedback loop where the winners are set up to win bigger and bigger than ever before. And this applies one-to-one to how you invest. The tool person investor, they act like a day trader, constantly trying to time the market, making short-term bets, trying to be clever. The resource owner investor couldn't care less about timing the market. They're investing to ride the giant, structural wave of the AI trend itself. They're owning the companies that are literally building our future. So what does this look like in practice? It means you strategically put some of your capital into that high-growth potential. For instance, owning tech-focused ETFs means you have a piece of all the biggest players in the AI space. Now, this isn't about betting the farm. Of course not. It's about making sure you capture some of that massive upside while you balance out your risk with other, more stable assets.
So whether we're talking about your job or your money, this whole transformation from tool person to resource owner, it really boils down to two master keys. First up, time. In your career, this means having the patience to build these new strategic skills. It doesn't happen overnight. And in investing, it's having the discipline to just ignore all the day-to-day market noise and stay focused on that long-term trend. Real, lasting value is built over years, not days. And the second key, vision. This is huge. It's about fundamentally changing how you see yourself. You're not just a worker trading your hours for a paycheck anymore. You are a strategic owner who allocates resources, and that includes your time, your skills, and your capital. It's a complete shift in your identity.
All right, so after all this, what's the big takeaway? What's the one thing you really need to remember as you navigate this new world that AI is creating?
You have got to understand that this is not just another passing tech trend. This isn't some fad, okay? AI is the foundational infrastructure for the next few decades. Everything, careers, entire companies, huge amounts of wealth, it's all going to be built right on top of this.
And that brings us right back to where we started, to that fundamental question. The future is being built, like right now, as we speak. The AI tools, they're going to be available to pretty much everyone. But the real value, the ownership, the big rewards, that's going to go to the people who choose to be architects, not cogs in the machine. So, the choice is yours.